Hey YouTube, it's been a while. Sorry about that. We did a video in early July, I think it was, and we did the exact same thing. We said, sorry for the video drought, and I think it had been like 4 months at that point, which was really bad. It hasn't been quite as long this time. I think it's been maybe a month and a half or two. So we're doing better. We're doing better. So I'm going to kind of catch you up on where we're at and why it's been so long. We do have a fairly good reason, I'm happy to report. Anyway, so yeah, in July after that first video, we did put out a couple new videos. Actually it was a video about how we mill our handle scales. And I was pretty happy with that one. And then we did a shop tour because we moved to a new shop in May. So anyway, we had all the best intentions to keep on that schedule of kind of putting out a video every 2 weeks. But of course, things don't always go as planned. And in this case, it was sort of a good unplanned circumstance. Anyway, so in early August, a guy called Nick Shabazz, if you're familiar with him, reviewed our folding knife, and he gave it a really good review. Nick is one of the most respected, if not the most sort of respected and well-known knife reviewer on YouTube, folding knives that is, predominantly. And yeah, he gave it a really glowing review, which we couldn't be, happier or more humbled by. And yeah, we've had a ton of orders since then. Of course, there's he has a big following in the knife geek community, and he certainly brought us a lot more sort of brand recognition in that community, which is awesome. It's something we were really looking for, and yeah. So anyway, we're backlogged like crazy on the folder right now. It is getting better. We've shipped out the majority of the back orders, and we're a bit ahead of schedule actually, which is great because Christmas is coming up, and we have to sort of balance the folder production and shipping with our regular Christmas production because the fourth quarter is always busy for us, as it is for most businesses. Anyway, so we're kind of switching focus a little bit for the next couple weeks onto kitchen knives predominantly, and that's mostly in preparation for Circle Craft Christmas Market, which takes place every year in the Convention Center in Vancouver. So if you're local to Vancouver, definitely come check that out. It's a great place to do Christmas shopping. It happens in early November. I think it's the 8th to 11th this year. Don't quote me on it, but it's definitely, you can Google it. It'll be readily available, the dates there. So yeah, come check that out if you can. We'll be there for 5 days, and yeah, that's what we're working on right now, is producing santokus and chef's knives and paring knives and some outdoor knives as well for that, and keeping up with online orders and stuff, of course. But anyway, if you're waiting for a folding knife, if you've got an order for one, we are shipping them on time, if not ahead of schedule. So a bunch of you guys that have knives that are supposed to be shipping by sometime in December, some of those have already shipped, and we're actually going to be shipping a lot more of them tomorrow. And that'll be kind of the last big batch of folder shipments for a couple weeks while we focus on other things. Anyway, why don't I take you around the shop here and kind of show you what's going on. Like I said, we're going to be shipping out a bunch more folders tomorrow. There's 3 there, but I think we're going to hopefully be assembling another 15 tomorrow, so we'll be shipping close to 20. And yeah, not too much else in here, but let's go down. The mill just finished up. I'm actually going to head home after this, but the mill just finished up a batch of chef's knives. So this is sort of the second side of the sheet. Drop you down here. So, oh, come on, focus. There we go. So there's the Made in BC engraving and the CNC milling lines. Anyway, so yeah, we do one side of the sheet and then we flip it over, and it's held down by vacuum on both sides. Anyway, and after that, like when we're doing big batches like we are right now, we've actually got 4 sheets here already, and then a 5th one over on the mill. And then we'll profile them all out at once. It's just kind of more efficient that way. So we got 20 of those. That's 24 per sheet there. We got 20 of those, which are going to be heat treating along with some santokus later this week. But that's a batch of paring knives there that are basically totally buffed and everything. They just need sharpening. They're just still smudged up, but they are nice and shiny and finished underneath the smudges. Anyway, and then yeah, here's our fancy two heat treat Tupperware essentially. And that's 20 santokus there. Those are going to be heat treating later this week. Put the oven to use. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for down here. Yeah, and thank you guys very much for watching. And sorry for the video drought. We're gonna do our best to keep them short. You know, hopefully we can get something out every few weeks here, like every 3 weeks. That would be ideal. That'd be kind of a nice balance of keeping up with production, but also keeping you guys informed on what we're up to. So anyway, if you do want to keep up with us kind of in between, check out our Facebook page, or even better, our Instagram page. We do a lot of updates there on Instagram. It's sort of our favorite platform. It's really, really flexible and allows us to post sort of little day-to-day things, as well as all sorts of other production stuff, and sometimes stuff we're up to on our free time that might involve knives, like hiking or cooking or whatever. So yeah, check us out there if you're on Instagram, and if you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram and check us out. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to sign off for now and head home, but thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully.